Hello everyone, so today we're going to be talking about some of the best alternatives to Creed fragrances, inexpensive alternatives that will give you a very similar smell for a fraction of the price. Before we do that, I was really excited this week to get the chance to interview Erwin Creed himself, and he gave me a little tour of some of his private collection of his favourite fragrances that he actually wears in real life. So let's see what some of his favourites are.
Alright, mate, yeah, one of my favourites this one. 1 million's this one. I'll tell you what, the ladies love this one. They really like it. It smells really good. Enough said, mate. Next one that I use a lot there is the one that looks like a trophy or something. Invictus by, was it Patrick Robin? I'll tell you what, the girls really love that one as well, and you won't be going home alone when you wear that one, I'll tell you that for nothing. Next one up, the blue and white striped one with the, looks like a bloke. Me nan gave me that, to be fair, me nan gave me that, and I don't wear it that much. And the last one there, that black one that you can see just behind me, it's called Club de Nuit Club de Nuit Man or something like that. I think it's by hang on, I think it's Hugo Boss that does that one. Yeah, Hugo Boss. Anyway, I showed it to me dad. He said, "Oh, we've got one that smells just like that." I said, "Yeah, right. Of course you have, Dad. Pull the other one, mate. You know what I mean?"
Okay, hi everybody. So let's look at some of my recommendations for great inexpensive alternatives to Creed's very expensive but generally quite excellent fragrances. First up then, it's Ragbar for Man from the House of Lattafa. They did Ragbar Lattafa, which is a very similar scent to 24 Gold Gourmand scent from Scent Story. This is a totally different matter. It smells exceedingly similar to Green Irish Tweed from the House of Creed, described as a walk in the Irish countryside. You have their lemon verbena, iris, violet leaves, sandalwood, all kinds of freshness and wonderfulness, and it's an excellent, excellent scent, the Creed one and this one. There may be some differences, and they may not be completely insignificant, but the overall impression is exceedingly good. Let's put it this way, Ragbar for Man is a lot better than Davidoff's Cool Water in coming close to Green Irish Tweed, and I haven't tried Très Nuit from Armaf. Some people say that doesn't come close in the actual quality of the scent, but for me, Ragbar for Man does. I'm struggling to pick them apart. Next up, Unforgivable from Sean John. This one is extremely similar to Creed's Millesime Imperial, which is a citrus scent with a watermelon salty kind of smell in there as well. It's very, very pleasant. And the Creed one does have a little bit more quality in this case. So this one is sort of more like a 8 out of 10 similarity level, but it will get you very close, and the prices can be really low on this one if you go online for the 125ml bottle there. It's not far off at all. It's not as good as some of the other clones, and there may be other options out there that cost more money, but this really is a good option. People smelling it in the air might not know the difference, and I'd recommend it for the price. Now, next up, it's Silver Mountain Water from Creed. So it's supposed to smell like a Swiss mountain, water running down that mountain, blackcurrant, bergamot, that kind of thing. The alternative that I'm recommending here is Laventure Blanche from the House of Al Haramain. I've given great reviews to Al Haramain's Laventure, the original, which is a very, very good copy of Creed's Aventus, and Laventure Blanche, again, extremely well done, very, very close to Silver Mountain Water, and highly recommended as an alternative to that one. Next up, of course, it's Creed Aventus. Now, I've talked about other ones that are great copies of this one, but Aldur Al Maknoun is still worthy of your attention. This is from the House of Lattafa. You can see it on the right of the screen there. There's the original Aventus. The opening is nice. It's better than Club de Nuit Intense Man, in my opinion, and there's a really great smokiness in the dry down. The performance is excellent. If I had to pick one that's extremely similar to Creed's Aventus, I would probably favour Laventure, but that is a great alternative. Pineapple Vintage also is superb. It costs a lot more money, though, so it can't really be considered one of these inexpensive clones, but I do like it, but it kind of accentuates the pineapple note, so excellent but slightly more pricey, and goes in a different direction, adds something to Aventus rather than being a total clone. Mont Blanc Individual is next up. This one came before Creed's original Santal. The comparison is often drawn to Jupe Homme by Wolfgang Jupe. Mont Blanc Individual has raspberry and a sort of fresh linen smell. That's the best way to summarize it. And Creed Original Santal, pretty much the same thing. Some nice sandalwood in both of these fragrances, but the reason I don't own Original Santal is Mont Blanc Individual, which I can get for £23 or something for 75ml in the UK. So close, I don't need Original Santal. Next up, Gorse Laboratory Perfumes. It's a clone, or maybe it's a coincidence, but it smells exactly like Creed's Virgin Island water. So lime, coconut, a tiny bit of rum in Virgin Island water, and maybe some kind of ambergris, salty sea air stuff. Gorse is superb. I can't tell them apart. Only that Gorse performs better. Dua fragrances have some alternatives to these, but they're not so cheap. You get 30 mils and the price is per mil is much higher. I do have to say though, I love their Water of Arabia Silver Mountain clone, and also Imperial Pastique does a damn good job of smelling like Millesime Imperial. In fact, it is better definitely than Sean John Unforgivable, but it does cost a lot more. Laventia there, as I've said before, superb clone of Creed Aventus. If you want one that's reasonably inexpensive and smells the closest, I would probably go with Laventia, but I wanted to mention alternatives earlier in the video, that's what I did. Speaking of Dua fragrances then, apparently they're going to be bringing out a kind of Bois de Portugal. That fragrance in itself may be discontinued, I hear, so the fact that Dua fragrances are going to clone it in extract de parfum concentration, which all their fragrances are, is exciting. I'd love to try that one. So let me know what you thought of my picks. Thank you very much for joining me, and remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. See you next time. Bye bye.